Hey, what's going on, Aquarius? How are you? Aquarius, thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate you guys. If you've coming back to me, if this is your first time here at Luminant Libra Tarot, thank you again so much for clicking and welcome. This is going to be your general advice messages for the mid-month of January. So this is going to cover roughly January 15th and on. So let's take a look and see what we have here for the mid-month of January for Aquarius. What is the strongest message for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Of course, keep in mind that these messages will not resonate for everyone. However, that's okay. Make sure you watch your moon and rising signs as well for, additional messages, okay? So Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what's the strongest message that we need to hear for Aquarius for the mid-month of January? What's the strongest message that we need to hear? So I feel like Aquarius, just from a few cards that pulled over or that turned over as I was shuffling, I feel like a lot of you may be burdened with something, or you may be approaching like the end of some sort of project or the end of some sort of engagement, and it's very stressful. It's like you're in crunch mode until it's like you're in crunch time for something. But let's just take a look. Spirit, just give us that good, clear message for Aquarius right there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay. So we got the Prince of Wands. Okay, wow. So overall, this is a lot of energy, Aquarius. I feel like in the mid-month of, or in the second half of January, a lot of you will be like having a lot of energy, a lot of get up and go. You may experience a change in your libido, where you just kind of want to just keep going and going and going and going and going, um, which that's good for anybody who's dealing with an Aquarius, yeah, or even just for you. But anyways, with this Prince of Wands, I do feel as though it's the energy of, some of you can be doing a lot of, some of you could be doing a lot of coming and a lot of going, a lot of back and forth, either with people around you or just in your situations. It could be for, whatever reason we'll definitely see here, but I do feel like you definitely will be coming and going a lot here in the second half of January, if not experiencing, like I said, an increased libido, or it could possibly be a mixture of both, where you're experiencing an increased libido, and you are, just kind of going in and out of, different people's lives or different people's bedrooms. Sorry, my stomach was growling. Now, if this isn't you, Aquarius, this definitely could represent a fire sign in your environment, a Leo, Sagittarius, or a what's the next fire sign? Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Sorry. Um, it doesn't have to be, but somebody could be, in your environment doing that with you. Like they could be doing a lot of in and out with you, or a lot of back and forth with you, coming and going. Past energy is Seven of Pentacles. So I feel as though the reason why there's just that energy of that is somebody is brooding. Honestly, so I feel like somebody is really brooding over. They're brooding over the level of success that they've had to this point, and they're really looking at it like, okay, is this worth putting more time and energy into it, or it's like, if I can be frank, it's like somebody has, with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like somebody has seven different options that they just can't decide, and they're just going, or they have several different options that they can't decide, and it's like they go back and forth between either people or between situations, because they're looking for something, right? They're looking for some sort of sign, I feel, or some sort of signifier of success somewhere. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, so for some of you, I really feel like this could definitely be family related. Um, hmm. So yeah, in the present, not present environment, but like the present energies, I feel like for a lot of you, family is definitely on your mind. I feel like you may be going back and forth. Okay, so I see. For some of you, I feel like this could be a home situation. I feel like some of you could be considering moving back home versus, moving out on your own or staying with roommates or something like that. Because you know that there is that comfort and that security at home, of course. But at the same time, it's like you don't really know exactly what it is, what you're going to do, because you're identifying different places or different areas that could really give you the support that you need, whether that's your relatives family, or like the family that's actually your relatives, or whether this is like the family that you choose. For some of you, this could be going back and forth between several different homes. Not to say that you're homeless, but you could be going back and forth between several different homes, or several different support systems. So it's like, oh wow, it's like for some of you, oh, I get it. So thank you, Spirit. So for some of you, Aquarius, I feel like, oh, okay, I feel like you guys are going to like different, could be going to like different people in your family to be like trying to like either explain some sort of action, or I keep hitting this thing. I guess it's not a good setup. You keep explaining like your actions, or you're explaining your motives. You're trying to see if anybody will validate that. If they're saying, okay, well, yeah, that was fair of you to do, Aquarius, or this was fair. So if I feel like it could be amongst your family, it could be amongst your friends, but I definitely feel like you're going back and forth between different parties or different people within your family or in your close friendship circle, trying to get some sort of validation, trying to get some sort of vindication, even. And then the Princess of Pentacles. So wow, you're like earth down on this side, Aquarius. So like I feel like this could speak to a particular earth sign you might be dealing with, Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus. Okay. I do feel, I'm not even gonna lie, I do feel like strong Taurus energy here. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but there's definitely a lot of earth. Um, there's a lot of that element here on this side, and you're running to it. You're moving forward. We'll see what's going on with that, but you're running to it. So there's that actual person, right? So there's like this Princess of Pentacles. This Princess of Pentacles could signify like, a peer of yours, or just or someone that's in your age group, or if not a little younger, but again, they could possibly be a Taurus, but you're trying to get some sort of, it's like you're trying to get some sort of, or receive some sort of understanding with them, some sort of enlightenment with them. You could be trying to like get them to budge on something, um, as well. Again, now the Three of Pentacles. Aquarius, what is up? You got like all these pentacles. Okay, so with the Three of Pentacles back down here under it, yeah, now I see why you're doing that. It's because you underneath it all, like you definitely want to fix something. There's something you want to fix. There's something you want to work out. There's some sort of conflict that you possibly want to resolve. I mean, I haven't seen any conflict cards here, but still, there's just something. There's something that you're trying to figure out. Something you're trying to evaluate. Aquarius, this could be you wanting people to work with you, um, to help you help them, like kind of mend this sort of, well, not mend it, but I don't know. I don't feel like it's I don't feel like the situation is bad. I just feel like there's just something that you're needing from a particular group of friends or a particular friend in general. Something that you're needing from them, some sort of cooperation. It's the present energy. The Ten of Wands. That was the card that came out that gave me that impression earlier where I said it's like a lot of pressure, you know, like with the Ten of Wands. So with the Ten of Wands in your current position, Aries, not Aries, I'm sorry. I said Aries because I was looking at the wands, but Aquarius. Now, I'm not even gonna lie. This may involve an Aries. It could possibly involve an Aries if you know, but with the Ten of Wands being here in this position, Aquarius, I'm really feeling as though, like, yeah, you guys are definitely under a lot of pressure. However, it's almost over. Okay, it's definitely almost over. You guys are just I do feel like if you're trying to like work something out with a particular friend or a particular person that you know, I do feel as though you know, this could be showing where things actually do see improvement, where there's actual like boundaries set up, um, where there's actual, you know, where you guys actually, you know, give and take here, deciding whether or not the friendship is going to be really worth staying in this friendship, and it is. With the Princess of Pentacles, it is worth it. Um, but the Princess of Pentacles also, I feel like, signifies to me like this turning point in their friendship where you start to realize how burdened down you feel a little bit. And when I say burdened down, I just don't mean like in the negative sense. I mean more so in the sense of like responsibility wise, or you know, you just feel, you know, very very just tied to this person. But I feel like soon though, you know, you guys will be working on a way to be able to you know, to end whatever um well, 1 second, Aquarius, I just want to make sure I'm completely clear. So with the Ten of Wands here, yeah, I definitely feel like it's the end of a bit. I don't feel like it's the end of this friendship. I feel like it's more so the end of you having to feel weighed down by the responsibilities within this friendship. Now, this can go both ways. This could be how they feel about you. This could be how you feel about them, Aquarius. But that's just the energy that we're looking for here. This in this cycle. Okay, so then the Queen of Swords. So with the Queen of Swords here, I feel like in this position with the Queen of Swords, I feel like you hope, or you know that you need to, rather, you know that you need to you know, make up your mind, either cut somebody off or be more inviting with them. This is like that decision, right? And for a lot of you, Aquarius, I do feel as though for some of you, you will be making up your mind to do so because, you know, maybe things are coming to an end for some of you, and you're deciding to go ahead and just cut that off and just, you know, deal with it maybe from a distance, but not necessarily with emotions, right? But for some of you, I do feel as though you could be afraid that once you do that, that you would sever the connection completely, and that will cause the end of the friendship. But it is very Aquarian energy, well, air sign energy, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. So, so I do see you there. And then the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords comes out in the outcome. Sorry, the Seven of Swords comes out in the outcome here. I feel like with the Seven of Swords, oh boy. So now, okay, we got two sevens. I feel like with the Seven of Swords, though, for some of you, you're going to clearly identify and make up your mind exactly how you're going to go about either mending or or working on something with this particular friendship. I feel like I feel as though a lot of you Aquarius will make the decision, whatever decision that a lot of you Aquarius make. I do feel the Seven of Swords comes up right here because a lot of you could possibly feel as though, not that you made the wrong choice, but you possibly could feel a little bit Well, it's not even about feeling. It's about a lot of you are just really going to be operating in thinking that you guys are making the best decision here. Um, it's for your advancement. There's some sort of advantage here that you're gaining with the Seven of Swords. Okay, yeah, I feel like by the end of this, I don't necessarily feel as though you would be making any sort of, like advancements or improvements. If anything, I just feel like this friendship could take a completely lateral move where now you're looking at the situation for, what is going to yield me the most success. You're looking at that you go from looking at people like saying, who around me is going to, give me either the most success, or who's going to align me, what people around me are going to align me with the most success, or, you're going from that to looking at it like, okay, well, so I completely alienated myself right now, and I'm winning, I'm winning knowledge, but I'm losing something too. I'm leaving something behind. I don't know, with that Seven of Swords, a lot of you could be resorting to like manipulation, trickery, Aquarius, bad Aquarius. um, I feel like, okay, I feel like a lot of you Aquarius, or maybe one person in particular, honestly, it might just be that one person. I feel like you guys, um, I feel like that could be the whole MO, where you know that you're trying to reach a certain level with someone, and I feel like like their weak points or their weaknesses, their strengths and their weaknesses, and in a way, it's like you're kind of sizing them up to eventually take advantage of the situation. So I don't know what it is exactly, because this is very general. But ultimately, I do feel like for a lot of you Aquarius, you possibly could be deciding to, it's like you possibly could be deciding to use your powers to kind of manipulate in a way. I don't see it for like a bad reason though. I just feel like it's just your way of needing to either, like that's just your excuse for like kind of coming and going and being in this energy of of a lot of movement within this whole situation. Okay, I get it. I get it now. Thanks, Spirit. I feel like what it is for a lot of you, um, that's your way of not having to give as much, not having to give more information than is needed, or than you want to give. I feel like a lot of you are. That's your way of staying in power and staying in control. Is if you get too comfortable, then this person can attempt to do the same thing to you, or to do it to you first. So it's not. It's more so like it's a defense mechanism. It's like a defense. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, so Aquarius, all this is for a lot of you, this is a defense mechanism. It's a defense mechanism when you get a little bit too comfortable here, when things start actually working, or when there's just not a lot of movement and things are just kind of stagnant, right? There's just you guys, it's like it's not sabotage, but at the same time it's I'm boredom. It's like boredom. I'm trying to move around. I gotta decide. I gotta weigh some things out here. I gotta figure out what I need to do to be able to to kind of spice things up. And I don't feel like I feel like you want to spice things up, but you might not know exactly how to do it, and you might go about it in a way that could be offensive, or could make you kind of look like an asshole. Eight of Wands, travel, yeah. Back and forth, totally. We already knew that. A lot of communication with people, with, just like text messages, maybe emails, something like that, phone calls from people from afar. You may be meeting people from afar, possibly. And then the Seven of Cups, so, yeah. Okay, Aquarius, So now I'm looking at 3 7s here in your readings. So you got the 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups. So now I'm looking at this like, okay, 7 7 7. So, I want to take that as a sign somewhere, and hopefully I'll figure out what exactly that means. But if there's anybody in the comment box that knows the significance of 7 7 7, let me know, because I feel like that could be useful here in this reading. But ultimately, you got options, and you got options on who you want to talk to, who you want to communicate with, and where you want to go. So that's why, okay, yeah, so that's why, that no wonder why you're all over the place, Aquarius. You're all over the place because you got too many options, and you want to experience everything. You want to explore all options. And it just kind of makes you look like the asshole, because it's like, how dare you uh you know do all this moving around and exploring all these options and everything, while everybody else is kind of just stuck back, like, being stagnant, or just literally stuck. Yeah, Aquarius, this reading was a little all over the place, but that's okay. I think it's just because of the energy of, your overall energy of being all over the place. um it's because you have options. It's because you are probably creating options. It's because you definitely do have a choice to make here, and that choice is either, honestly, I feel like the choice is, um, it's not as identifiable, okay? But for some of you, it could be to say that, okay, I'm going to go ahead and participate in these energies here, or I'm going to advance myself further and in a more distant area. Um, let's see what additional messages we got for you, Aquarius, because air, seek a union of mind and spirit. And Aquarius, that's you all day. You're always in your head, right? That's you. And, well, a typical air sign usually is always in their head, and that's pretty much where they're comfortable. Like, they're thinkers. So Aquarius, you're definitely a thinker, but in this position, I do feel like you need to, yeah, seek a union with mind and spirit, because that's what's going to align you with the more positive thing to do. So meditate, um, seek guidance. Um, for some of you, that could be from people around you, or that could just be from spirit. So yeah, 7 7 7, Aquarius, interesting. I'll let you guys go. Let me know how this plays out to you in the comment box below. Of course, I do love your comments, your likes, your subscribes, definitely, and your shares. Subscribe if you haven't already, please, and also hit the notification bell if you haven't already, to be aware when new uploads drop. I do go live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, as well as every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we go live face to face, talking about various topics. So go ahead and, again, like, share, and subscribe. I do appreciate you guys, Aquarius. You have a great rest of your day.